for SMF1.
And Leclerc is there.
Great shot of the Mediterranean Sea. Not the shot that Gasly wanted to see.
I thought Leclerc was Gasly, man. Can't see the difference in the sun.
What?
Behind you! Look!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Who is that?
And it's Lawson, Bortoleto, Alonso, Stroll and Colapinto in the drop zone.
You sure about that?
Lawson goes to 9th position. Alonso now goes to 7th place. Bortoleto goes to 15th.
Knock, knock. Who's there? An interrupting cow. An interrupting cow.
And take the place back and does so to knock Bortoleto out.
Meanwhile,
And we've got a yellow flag out on the circuit.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I'm
We've got Lance Stroll
gonna break my
backing off
monitor,
as
I
a
swear.
result. Flags are out for Kimi Antonelli.
You know what? I'm about to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Bortoleto, Gran, Gasly, Stroll, and Colapinto, who fall.
If you're homeless, just buy a house.
Baba Bowie.
Now if I turn it on, it draws power from the supply to heat up the...
Lost power. Hey, bump, lost power.
Sainz could be under pressure here in the second wing if Lawson improves up ahead of him as well.
And Hadjar gets to P6.
Meanwhile,
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, big man with a briefcase. What do you think, you're better than me?
The second Red Bull is occupied by Yuki Tsunoda. Doesn't have a personal best. Sector 1 or Sector 2. You add it all up and it's 12th.
All of you!
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Baba Bowie.
Charles Leclerc chasing a 4th home pole position. Charles Leclerc had the fastest middle sector of anyone so far. Can it be more Monaco magic for Charles Leclerc? He's done it! Charles Leclerc takes provisional pole!
That's what I'm talking about. This means something to me, man.
But Verstappen is not done yet! Piastri's behind 600ths of a second. Lando Norris has lost pole position. Can he retake pole position and break home hearts? He does!
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Qualifying hour.
Don't injure yourself.
Hey, what's up everybody? Plus Parquet, Clever Pig, Andor, I don't know if that's how you want to say your name. He's been commenting lately, gave me the comment that lifted me up into the heavens, up in the clouds, cloud 9, telling me my channel's good. Oh boy. Are you guys ready for the final round? Alright, so this race, mistakes were made. Alright, we got 20 laps, racing medium, racing soft, 1 pit stop. The strategy kind of shaped up to be, you know, 8 laps on softs, 12 laps on mediums, is pretty much any variation from that is probably incorrect. So that's pretty much what it is at this point, guys. So, look, man, I need you guys to hit buttons. I need some encouragement, man. Sorry for the delay. You guys know about the power outage and all that stuff that backed me up quite a bit. It backed up everything that I do in life. So this has been backed up. So we're finally on round 6. I'll have the final rank at the end, guys. I had a good manufacturer's cup. This is the 2025 official manufacturer cup, not the exhibitions. This is the final round. Mistakes were made, man. I was really hoping to have, finish this manufacturer's cup with a solid finish. Almost all of my rounds have been top 5 finishes, pretty much for the most part. You guys can go back and watch all of them if you want. This was a series of doing all the manufacturer cups and the nations cups. And then we're going to get back to doing daily races. Anyone that's new to the channel, man, I'm exploding inputs, radars, the throttle, brake inputs. We got up front cameras. We got all types of stuff. We're doing all types of stuff, man. We got intros. We got outros. Go check the description for the link for your boy, that meme video. He does the meme style F1 videos that I prefer, that are like what I like. And you can see some of those styles that blend into how I do my sim racing videos, because that's kind of what I like. That's the stuff that makes me laugh. I'm clearly a child. Also, guys, we're going to be doing a name change in the future here. I'm really leaning towards Yappin Verstappen - DCR sim racing, or driving cruiser racing. That some variation of that. If you guys have any input, man, put it down in the comments. We're going to be doing a change here shortly. So with all that said, 20 laps. I qualified P9. There's 170 points on deck for this race, and we've had a really good manufacturer's cup, man. It's time to finish strong. I'll just break the news now. Mistakes were made. This is going to be a funny race. This is going to be funny. Stick around to the end. We do a race review with bloopers at the end, guys. All right, man. I'm ready for the intro. Are you ready for the intro? I'm ready for that music to get us into it, and let's get started, man. I appreciate all you guys being here. I really, I've been very busy these last couple weeks. Let's get it.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
With me, boy, I'm about to get fucked up. Stronger that are really good, and now she got me non-trust. Contraband, get it burnt up like a furnace. Till it turned us, it's a burn must. I be getting money, I don't wait until the first come. Used to be broke, that pain was the worst one. One smoke, then we shoot until the hearse come. If you want work, bring bread, we can work some. My shit looking up like your lady when she suck. 10 up in the winter, so you know we're staying up. I was really at the bottom, but your boy came up. I be pouring out the bottle for the boys that gave up. Smoking OG, bumping OT. I'm just doing me, still don't really give a fuck. When the yapper how I'm rapping, I don't plan on shutting up. This is just the beginning, I've only made a couple bucks. This right here, this homage. You want to freestyle, shit cost me.
Driving with the driving crooner, baby.
All right, guys. So lap 1, I'm going to stick with you on lap 1 so we can see what goes on here. A little bit of action, nothing too much, man. We're just in a holding pattern for the most part, man. So remember what we talked about last race with holding pace, trying to figure out who has pace, who doesn't. Explosions on these, we're going to explode the throttle and input on some of these guys, a little bit of radar here and there. But yeah, at this point, I know Too Skinny. I've raced with Too Skinny J multiple times, so I know I can trust him. He can trust me. We're good. I don't mind his pace. We're going to see what it is here in these opening laps, just to see if he's holding strong pace. If I'm a little bit faster than him, we'll go from there. Almost immediately, I start to drop that pack behind me. That pack behind me doesn't have the same pace as me. Too Skinny had decent pace for the most part. He's running with that front pack, and I'm trying to just stick with him as best I can and not make too many mistakes. Some decent trail braking, getting a little bit more smooth on the drop of the brake there. Is really trying to work on that stuff, trying to keep with this pack and keep that slipstream as best as possible while dropping the slipstream behind me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now in this lap 1. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, let me see. I need to keep the slipstream and drop the slipstream behind me. I don't know who is on mediums, who is on softs. I started on the harder compound tire, the racing medium, and I plan on doing a good 11 to 13 laps on this medium, depending on how it goes. So the target was around 12 laps. Then on lap 12, come in and put the softs on until the end. That's my strategy starting. You know how things can change a little bit, so we'll see how it changes, if it does. But coming through here, just ending lap 1, I like to stick with it. Too Skinny got a little bit wide on the exit of 130R, and I just, he slotted right back in. Everything's fine. Everyone's still in line, but it allowed me to pull right up to the back of them. At this point, you know me, I could kind of go for this move here, but I know Too Skinny. I don't mind him. We've raced before, so I'm going to bump him through and just see. He just made a little mistake there on 130R. I'm not sure what it was. But either way, I'm just going to stick with him. At this point, I'm going to assume that we're all on medium tires. We're going to jump to lap 3 here. So nothing happens, I just keep following them through. So jumping to lap 3 here, so a lap of nothing. I have TCR Elvepe. I've raced with him in the past. He is on the racing softs. At this time, I didn't know it, but his pace was strong. He was pushing me through the Suzuka S's. And even I got this a little bit wrong on this fast left-hand sweeper, and he is in my guts going up this hill, man. That's for sure. But, you know, it forces a mistake. A rare mistake, guys. You're about to see me eat it. I'm about to eat it going through the first degner. So, yep.
I'm in danger.
Yep, this is happening.
Sorry, bro.
Holy freaking moly was right.
A few moments ago.
So we're gonna have to go back and just look immediately. What in the serious fuck was that, guys? What the fuck did I just do? Anyway, I got the entry wrong. Body weight transfer went crazy, and
I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he says, I'm sorry.
So yeah, I had an absolute shocker. I hit him with an absolute screamer, guys. That was absolutely horrific. So, the recovery drive, she's on. The recovery is on, ladies and gentlemen. We still have to stick to the script. Oh, 9.5 seconds I just lost with that spin, minimum, I'm sure. 9.5 seconds down on this lap. So, 9.5 plus is what I just lost. Not good, not good. Just to kind of, I wanted to stabilize the time. Now, 2.5 seconds back, a little bit over 2 seconds to P13, the next to last driver, and I'm 16 seconds behind the lead. We're going to fast forward a little bit here. We're going to start jumping through to get these positions. Maldo Josh, we're going to remember Josh, okay? He pits off of mediums on lap 5. That is a huge mistake. I know the strategy of this race, and that is not it, son. That's not the strategy. He got it wrong. We'll see how that plays out in the future. It's going to have something to do with this video quite a bit. Jump to the end of lap 6. Nothing doing, guys. I'm at the back of the pack, dude. I ain't nothing I can do about it. So we have another pit phase here. We have another guy. Elvepe on those softs. He can only do 6 laps on those softs before he had the box. Not good. I plan on doing 8. Still plan on doing 8 at this point. So it's another position up to P12. I think I just had a good section here. Is the only reason I exploded this. Just solid braking, good throttle inputs, good braking inputs, and actually, you know, putting a decent S section together, I believe is why I showed this. I believe the stats. At least leave it up there so we could see my feathering through the S section was actually fairly stable at this point. Showed the steering inputs at the top as well, just to allow you to see my S section here on these slightly worn mediums. It wasn't too bad. Lap 7, we're going to jump to the end of that same lap 7, and we have some more people coming in on the soft tires to box and get on the mediums until the end. So Backflip was also on the soft tires. He was able to do 7 laps before he had the box. Looks like Hockey as well, is that Hockey, whatever his name is. He also had to pit off of those softs on lap 7. So we go through to lap 8. Still nothing happening, guys. There's no one to see. I wrecked. It is what it is, man. Another soft runner. He was able to make it the full 8 laps. That's my target. So that's what I'm going for. So these mediums, we're getting close to the end of the stint. Another person. See, PTY. He was able to make it 9 laps on those softs. That's a stretch. That's a stretch, man. Now he's going to be on those mediums. Either way, he was one of the front runners. So we're halfway through the race, almost halfway through the race. Come to the end of lap 11, I'm finally starting to catch people. The medium runners are starting to box. There's been no action other than me trying to catch this goddamn pack from the back. There's nothing I can do, man. Last place. This is not how I wanted my round 6 to go, guys. So we have some positions here. All the medium runners are coming in on lap 11. Right from the start, guys, you heard me say I wanted 12 laps on the medium. So we're up to P5, but we're in net dead last. We're in net P14. There's no getting around it. We're in last place, but as of right now, we're running P5. Another solid section through here, and I was able to follow JS Vast fairly well through this section. I believe he was struggling a little bit more on his tires. That that FR car may be a little bit more crucial on those front tires with all the weight being up front. And I was able just to get a little bit of a better run through here, but I just needed to be patient. I didn't want to force my way through, even though I'm on a major recovery. So I just followed him through. I didn't want to push him. I didn't want to make any more mistakes. So at the end of lap 12, this was my time. He even stayed out. Vass stayed out for another lap, and I believe he did. And again, I came into the box at this point. I'm not doing it. Ain't no way. Do you know what this song is? Tell me in the comments. Okay guys, we hit our target. We did 12 laps on mediums, 8 left on the softs, 1.5 seconds to Josh, 34 seconds to the lead at this point. This is a shocker. This was a shocker. This is what it is. The recovery is on. So if you remember, I saw Josh box off the mediums on lap 5. So I know he is on his 8th lap on softs, 7th or 8th, I believe 7 laps on softs now. And I plan on only taking these softs 8 laps, and he's like at the max already. So it did not take me long to catch up to this guy. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I was slightly impatient. You know how patient I am? You know how I am with this stuff. I'm normally very patient. There's his tires. On this lap, that's the condition of his tires at this point. And I knew that. During the race, I knew it. My tires are very new, so I need to get past him if I'm going to maximize this soft run whatsoever at all. I need to get by this guy. So of the only times for me to be impatient, this would be it. The race scenario is telling me to be aggressive. This guy has got to be on worn tires. As you can see, I have to feather so much coming through this S. I have to back off so much for this guy. And I tried going around the outside, man. There's no getting around it, man. I saw the space. It opened.
I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
Look, we'll analyze it after the race. We'll do a race review and we'll check it all out. In the moment, I wasn't mad. I wasn't happy. It felt like he just pushed me out into the sand trap and I didn't know what happened. Other than that, I just had a little minor contact and then he just kept shoving me off. So I want his ass. At this point, I want you. So I'm going to come back. It did not take long. 2 laps. I'm right back behind him again. And now his tires are going to be even worse condition than they were before. But I'm going to try to pass him clean. I'm like, I don't know if he's dirty. I don't know if he's shady. I don't know what that was. It wasn't good. I know that. So his tires are even more smoked, and he's still wanting to fight.
Show us there's something going on inside that
I don't get
warrior skull of yours.
But I was patient. This time I didn't do the same thing. I didn't try to rush past him. I just thought, you know what? What is this? Like, he's going so slow through there. I don't at that point I'm starting to think, are you brake checking me? What are you doing? You know, either way, I'm still like, dude, just be clean. Don't get angry. Everything's okay. Your race is ruined. Don't get angry. It's nothing to even be sweaty about. Right here, I have a little bit of a run on him. What do you think's gonna happen? I don't know what he's doing. I slam on my brakes in frustration.
Was it a hate crime or a freedom crime?
Nothing, just an incident on the race.
So that was a solid 3 laps of my soft tires and 3 laps of time wasted. Another time off the circuit into the sand trap. I had another moment where I went wide into turn 1 and it wasn't much. I maybe lost 2 seconds. Not that big of a deal. We'll look at it at the end. We're going to review all this stuff at the end, guys, but it's time now. I need to put in, if I want to get anything better in the top 10, I need to put in some fast times. And I do. I had this moment. Is this bad? I can't remember. Yeah, another guy went flying off. That's all. Can't remember if I showed that during the race or at the end. It'll be at the end. A couple other mistakes. So stick around to the end. We're going to review these incidents and we're going to take a closer look at them. You know, I'll just tell you now, dude called me a dirty MFer after the race and said that I'm a piece of trash and a dirty, bad person, I guess. I don't know. We're going to find out at the end. You're going to tell me if I'm a bad person and a horrible race car driver at the end here. But yeah, I'm putting in some laps, man. I'm just putting in some solid laps. We just had to play the max anthem and just get to it and just give you the delta time and just see how I'm just chopping wood, man. I'm just chopping wood every lap, just chopping wood and trying to get back. But it's not until the penultimate lap. I planned on getting to the back of these guys. It was the final lap, actually. I finally catch these guys on the final lap. You know, and that's where I get angry, where it's just like, if I didn't waste those 3 laps and waste all my peak time on the soft tires, where would I be at? Would I be in front of these guys? Would I be, you know, you know, it is what it is. If my aunt had balls, right? Yeah, she'd be my uncle. I guess it's what happened. It's reality. You know how it is on here, man. You know how I'm reality based. I'm a reality based sim racer, dude. I did what I did. I wrecked, and it is what it is, man. There's nothing. But we need to maximize. The recovery's on. Look, these dudes get it wrong going into the hairpin. The craziest incident. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna come through, and we're gonna have the defense of the race. At that point, guys, even though backflip kind of deserves it, he got taken out there, and as generous as I wanted to be, this is the defense of the race. This is the defensive move of the race. I needed to hang on to this P9, and I did masterfully. Parked a little bit wide on the apex where I need to be. Parked it on him, and he just couldn't get around me. And he needed to go for a switchback on me. I was able to park right in the center of the circuit for him on the throttle, and there was just really nothing he can do. Just solid car placement. Exactly what I wanted to do is what I did, and I was able to come through here. And you know, with all that you saw, I'm okay with a P9. After everything that I did, after all the nonsense, it probably could have been closer to a P6 or P7 recovery if that's how you see the guys are on the straight. They're right in front of me on this straight right now, guys. I could have absolutely had an amazing recovery if I didn't get tangled up with Josh. And that's the truth of it. It really is. But at the end, you know, you see the grouping here, you know, right around that P5 and back is where I would have been. I would have probably been closer around that P6 range, guys. And then after the race, Josh says, "Dirty motherfucker." I just told him, "Disgusting, grow up. You're dirty. Watch the replay, you freaking jerk." And we're going to do that now. We go from a race like round 5 at Sardinia, and it was just blooper after blooper after blooper with just mistakes. There wasn't that in this one, but there was a lot of things for us to review and take a look at. That was a crazy tank slapper. So there goes the first blooper there, guys. I'm all over this blooper reel. There she blows. What the hell? Try to get off the circuit so these guys can get through. I shouldn't have pulled out in front of this guy, but I bogged down there. I meant to go all the way off the racing line when I came back on. But yeah, this was that moment, round 8, or lap 8, where I just went a little bit wide. Only lost a second or two there, but another mistake I really didn't show. It's all right. It is what it is. So coming through here, this Ramsey's PTY. He made a good bit of mistakes here. He punched homeboy off the circuit, which puts him into the front of the guy behind him, basically. It's tough, man. But this is Josh, man. So he was fully defending with totally worn tires. I mean, they're not worn out, but, you know, they're worn. And, yeah, he has every right to defend his position and race me. He's racing for position against me, but he made a mistake. He pit incorrectly. Maybe he doesn't know that, but, you know, this is all a waste because he boxes again on lap 18, guys, because the tires aren't going to make it. He made a major mistake, and he's fighting me and affecting my race, and it just made me mad. Not initially, but afterwards. So right here is where I get a little bit dicey. So I turned in on him, okay, guys? There's no getting around it. I turned in. I miscalculated my turn in, and I turned in. During the race, I didn't feel it. A little bit of net code, whatever it was, I turned in and made a little bit of contact with him. Right here, I needed to stop turning in. So I touch him a little bit, and he gets a little bit loose, and he overcorrects. And I'm okay with that. Overcorrection, he brings it back towards me. What is this opening of the steering? Right here, he opens the steering once, then he opens it twice, knowing I'm on the outside. He felt the contact. He knows I'm on the outside, but he opened the steering twice to glide out wide towards the outside and shove me into the sand pit. I believe that was on purpose. Maybe it was that was in slow motion. Maybe not. That's fine. That's what happened. In the live race, I wasn't mad. It felt like he pushed me out and just went wide and shoved me into the sand pit. Fine. I was still willing to pass him cleanly and not get mad about it. So in the end, when I look back at it, that's why you don't get mad and retaliate in the race, guys. I couldn't tell what happened. I didn't know what happened. A little bit of net code, whatever it was, I couldn't feel it. I didn't know what happened. So I wasn't mad. I just wanted to get around him. I didn't want to get held up. I have the run. I'm alongside him. I have my bumper alongside him, and he turns into me. He absolutely turns into me. It makes me mad. I slam on my brakes. Like, dude, just go then. What are you doing? And he gets absolutely obliterated by the Jaguar or Aston or whatever that was. So this is his angle, guys. I'm going to show you. He turns into me. That's his steering dot, okay? I'm alongside him. You could, if you want to go back and look at my steering dot, I'm going straight into the right. He starts to get over and sees me there. Then he completely turns into me, guys. That's on him. So he pushed me out wide after I made slight contact at a miscalculation on my turn. This is how he should have taken it. This is an example of how you take that 2x2 through there. The guy that's on the left has to go wide through the kink. If he doesn't go wide through the kink, we're gonna wreck. And that's what he did. He either didn't care that I was there or did it on purpose. I don't know. I don't know what's in dude's heart. But this is homeboy coming through. Yeah. And I think him getting blasted like that, I think maybe in the post chat he thinks that I did that. I blasted him off the circuit. I think maybe that's why he said dirty MFer, thinking that I was up the inside, we had contacted, that I punted him off the circuit. But I didn't do that. I slammed on my brakes because I didn't know what the hell he was doing and why he's turning into me, so I just stopped. I didn't want to be dirty and go retaliate. It's just crazy. Anyway, that was that. I don't know what the hell this guy did. Like I said, Ramsey was making all types of mistakes in this race. Just weird stuff. I didn't even capture all of it because I had so much stuff to review. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments about the incident between myself and Josh. Who's dirty and who's not. Alright, dude got it wrong here. Hit the grass. There was nothing he could do there. It wasn't on purpose, of course. But it was very, very good for me. And this was the defensive move of the race where I was able to slide through there on the final lap. And I needed to hold that P9, and I just parked it perfectly in the center of the apex, or in the center of the circuit after the apex, and was able to keep him behind me. It was just a solid move. Just another look at it while we talk about it. But yeah, put it in the comments, man. Am I a piece of shit? Am I a dirty MFer? Or was Josh being a little cheeky on the first incident, pushing me out into the sand trap, and then the second time he said, I don't care that you're alongside me, I'm turning in? Or was this just a misunderstanding between us so we can be friends? I don't know, Josh. If you ever see this, tell me in the comments. Now, after we're seeing it all, how do you feel? I don't know. How do you guys feel about it after seeing all of it reviewed back?
Nothing.
I don't
just
know.
an
You tell me. Tell me if
race.
I'm a piece of shit. I can handle it. I used to be a piece of shit.
Was a
That's
piece
very
of
true.
shit, though.
But anyway, man, I think it was a fun race. It was a good race. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to win, and I was supposed to go to, to the World Series, qualifier and be the #1 driver in the world. That's what was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? I was supposed to be the best driver in the world. I was supposed to go to the World Series, and Josh ruined it because of this one incident. That's what happened, and I hate Josh for it.
I almost killed myself, Julie.
So, all right, man, you want to see what the final rank was? Let's get into it. So, you guys like that race? We're going to hit you with the meme review of the Monaco GP. 90% less boring now because of the changes. You guys can finish that up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate all you guys. Let's check out that final rank real quick before we do that. Alright guys, GT1 League, lower level GT1 League, I'm around 35,000 DR rank. #1 driver in Allegheny County where I live. #1 driver in Pennsylvania, the state that I live. 29th best driver for McLaren, and the 282nd best driver in the region. North America, Central, and South America. So of all of the Americas, I ranked 282nd in all of the Americas for this GT1 League online qualifier for World Series, the official one, and 29th best driver overall for McLaren. I don't know. Is that good? You guys tell me, man. All right, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for watching, man. I hope you liked it. This was fun. I liked this one. It was fun to make one where I messed up a whole bunch of times. It was kind of fun. I don't know, man. Hit those buttons, subscribe, like those things, do that stuff. Look at my rank. It's beautiful. All right, guys. I'll see you guys soon, man. Finish the rest of the video and hit the buttons. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Meanwhile,
No, la policía, no.
Baba Bowie.
And Formula One goes racing on the streets of Monaco.
Why are you running? Get your back here, boy!
I farted and a poopy almost slipped out.
This man, Charles Leclerc, close.
And he's cracked with Verstappen, he's hit Vettel as well!
Back to reality. Charles Leclerc all over the back of the McLaren, and Norris keeps the lead.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
Let me tell you something.
Nonsense!
Let me tell you something.
Enough! Enough!
Why are you the way that you are?
A few moments later.
But what has happened to Gasly? And that is why.
Whoa! Yankee with no brim!
Mango on a fork.
Meanwhile.
I can't believe how quiet the roads are this morning. I'm barely seeing any traffic at all.
Agile's already made another pit stop to stay ahead of Lawson.
Push now, Fernando. I know I haven't given you much info. I can't push now!
Ooh, that touched a nerve.
No more radio for the rest of the race.
A few moments later.
No. Got a warning light. Guys, I've got a warning light on the dashboard. It says stop.
With smoke out of the back of the car, and he's parked it up.
It's actually had diarrhea is what's happened here.
There's no way, bro.
Chicken tracking.
So we need to give that position back to Albon. I'll take the penalty.
You didn't have to cut me off. It's not a 10-second. George Russell, it's a drive-through.
Every driver has a button that they get a chance to put the sprinklers on around the track. So you get a choice if you want to do it in qualifying or in the race. But you can only do it once in the whole weekend.
Right.
Yeah, Max has just backed me up. He's not even pushing.
Lando Norris wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
That was simply lovely.
Zach's just annoying.
Pronto viewer. Only 16.8% of viewers are subscribed. Not cool. Don't be part of the problem and subscribe right now. And have a nice rest of your day.
Run! It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!